I'm in your flow, 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 I'm in your flow.
I want to welcome you to the Delta Mastermind. So as the starting point, I just want to open up this space in the field by sharing my heartfelt gratitude with everyone here. I feel deeply grateful and deeply honored to have a room full like this. So thank you for saying yes. Thank you for bringing this lovely energy. And thank you for this light that I get to observe while I'm up here. For my soul brother Gabriel, brother, thank you for opening the doors. My intention for this Delta Mastermind is to share with you a stream of wisdom to unlock the genius that resides in you and to plant seeds in your consciousness that with time will germinate and give you the lucidity to follow your soul path. And so what the Delta is, it's ultimately a framework for the awakening entrepreneur. It is a framework of liberation and freedom, and it also contains within it the blueprint to release that genius and all the gifts that are needed for your entrepreneurship. Because ultimately, as this screen says, the Delta is about really making a noticeable and quantifiable change in your life. And why is that? Because this is a different approach. It's an inside-out approach. And when you go inside out, that's really how you can achieve that sense of fulfillment and happiness. Because what we've been shown for the most part is that, once you chase that dangling carrot, and maybe one day you get a hold of it, that success, then you'll be okay. You'll be happy then. But, anybody who's been in that personal development space for quite some time, that is elusive. So, Avery, brother,
thank you.
House is yours, brother.
It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. Since the first time that I came to these meetings, I was really blown away by the energy that everyone brings. So it's an honor, and it's a reflection of the work that you're doing and the work that everyone else is bringing in here. So thank you. So it's an ancient practice. We are in a beautiful time where all information is shared. We have access to these tools. We can come to an awesome meeting like this and connect to the breath, which is a really beautiful sacred practice. This particular practice, there was a time when you wouldn't be allowed to just come and jump into this. It would require years and years of devotion, working with master teachers, proving that you were ready to step into this kind of work. But now we are in a time and an age where everything is shared, and more than ever, it's needed desperately that we all wake up and fully step into our truth, step into our service, step into our path with integrity and power and courage. So breathwork is beautiful, and it serves all of us in a really, really powerful way. Feeling that breath flowing. Already a few minutes in, you can begin to feel the prana in your body building. Invite it in. Gratitude. And here we go, returning right back to the breath.
We have had two basic types of organizations on the planet up to this point, right? We have our businesses and our nonprofits. Business is masculine. It's a masculine energy. It's always about getting stuff done. It's logical, it's linear, right? It just wants to grow. But when it's wounded, it has an undertone of aggression. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. It's like, I don't care about that rainforest. I need to get to the top of the hierarchy. I need more money in my bank. 5 million isn't enough. 10 million is enough. You know, it's got that energy behind it. And as a result, the world shows up in the way that it does. What are nonprofit organizations about? Taking care of people, making sure everyone's taken care of, making sure everyone's nurtured. And these organizations, although beautiful, they haven't quite achieved the height possible. And so what I'm suggesting is that we bring those two into union. Just how Avery mentioned about our ancestors and our you know, the feminine line and our father line, you know, it's about bringing those together. We have both poles in us, right? And so what I'm suggesting is bringing both of those energies into union within one organization. But here's the critical component. The feminine has to be first, right? Why? Well, because when you look out into nature, the feminine's always first. You don't have existence without the womb. Nothing comes into the earth plane without coming through a womb. So why would not the feminine be first? Nature's our greatest teacher. God has woven signatures all over, right? And so when we have the feminine as the inception and leading the way, we have this love, we have the heart. And then you use the masculine mind to move that forward, right? And when you lead with heart, you have harmony. And this mind is moving this agenda. How are we set right now? Don't destroy the rainforest. Don't pollute the oceans. We need to grow. And that's why the world shows up in the way that we do. We have had separation in organizations just in the same way that we have had separation within our own self. We have both energies. And until we come into union, we do not know God. The union between the poles is what makes you recognize your own divinity. And in that same way, I feel that if we do that, if we bring union between these two types of opposing forces and bring them into union, then I believe we have a blueprint for a new humanity. And that's what we're striving for here. And this is what this movement is all about. It's for the love of humanity. It's not for profit.